ladies and gentlemen, I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel. The Wolverine has been around pretty much forever, and it is a tier 5 American tank destroyer. Yes, it's not a bad tank for a tier 5 by all means, but Wargaming have decided to make a tier 6 version called the Charles. I'm pronouncing it right, hopefully, the Charles, but this one is actually French, and it's a tier 6, and of course you can get this in the new Battle Pass that has finally arrived. Yes, the Wargaming missed a month to redo the Battle Pass, and the all new Battle Pass is now available with this tank at the end of it. So what is the tank like? Is it like the Cryos that is super OP, or is it just like a normal standard Battle Pass tank that's kind of meh? I mean, it's not great by all means. It's okay, but that's about it. That is about it. So the armor, no armor. Pretty much 75 millimeters on your turret is the best you're going to get. Yeah, you're not really bouncing anything. Unless you're lucky, you're not going to bounce anything at all. DPM 2375. Not bad. Of course, it's not a Cryos at 3k, but not too bad. Reload time is 5.05 seconds. Penetration is 171 on your AP and 239 on your APCR. So again, not the best, but tier 7, some tier 7 heavies you might struggle, but I mean, with the penetration on your APCR, you should get through most things in tier 7, if I'm honest. Only 38 on your HE. Damage, it has a 200 alpha damage and 175 on your APCR and 270 on your HE. Aim time 3.2, dispersion 0.308. The top speed is a nice 48 kilometers per hour. But do you know what? I don't really like the tank. The traverse, the turret traverse especially, is so bad. It really is. It feels really, really bad, and it's frustrating how it's just so slow. So I wish Wargaming maybe would have just tweaked that a little bit, maybe make it a little bit quicker. And I think some of these games will show a good example. I mean, these games are nothing special. I went out and played it a few times, but I didn't really want to play it too much. This isn't going to be a tank that I'm going to play. Honestly, I'm going to get it. Of course I'm going to get it. I get all the Battle Pass tanks because the price is worth it, especially when you have promotions that have pretty much started up again from Huawei and stuff like that. You can get the Battle Passes for really, really cheap anyway. So with everything that you're going to get in the Battle Pass, the tank is just an added bonus. But you can see the turn in the turret there. I mean, it was only a little bit, but yeah, it's slow. It is quite slow, if I'm honest. So yeah, of course, the legendary camouflage, the Gallant with it, it's got not bad. It's not bad looking camouflage if you ask me, with the cloth there of the French flag. Looks alright. It doesn't look too bad at all. That was an unfortunate bounce. That should have penned, but I got a bounce in return from someone from the Wi-Fi Firefly over there. So I do want to pay attention to him, and we get another lucky bounce. Now, don't rely on these bounces. These ain't going to happen all the time. We just got lucky, very, very lucky. So, I mean, other than the traverse, I know it's got no armor, and I don't mind that it's got no armor. I really don't. For me, the gun depression doesn't really have gun depression either. And yeah, I mean, traverse, look, we're aiming. Finally, we get there. We're going to bounce anyway, but we're just going to go for the track shot to keep the KV2 in place if we can. But for me, I think the biggest downfall is that traverse, is the turret traverse. It does need to probably be a little bit quicker. Everything else, I mean, nothing special. You can't compare everything to the Cryos or the Agent. Battle Pass tanks are not really supposed to be super OP. They're supposed to be something different, you know, a hybrid or something like that, a hybrid of a couple of tanks, which Wargaming have been doing, which I think is kind of cool. I like the ideas of the Battle Pass tanks. I don't really like the idea, like the Cryos, Yes, I love the Cryos, but I don't like the idea of taking a tier 6 tank and making it much, much better, because it's going to be pay to win. You have to pay to get that tank. And why then use the tech tree version if you've got the premium version? I love the idea of Wargaming taking 2 tanks together, like the last Battle Pass tank. Yes, it wasn't the best. It was the VK and 2 VKs put together of the tier 6, 36 and 30 something P or whatever it is. But yeah, I like that idea. I do like that idea of Wargaming putting the 2 tanks together into making it sort of a 1 tank. But it doesn't mean it's going to be OP, and it doesn't mean it's going to be great. The same as this. I do like the idea. It's a tier 5 Wolverine. It's a tier 5 tank. And it's, I mean, they made it into a tier 6. So I do like that idea. So it's, yes, it is worth getting. No, it's not a fantastic tank. Yes, you can perform well in the tank. It's got a pretty decent reload, and you can still penetrate most things that come in front of you. But for me, the only downfall is that turret traverse. It really is, and it really is. I mean, just look at this. Look how slow it's going around, and sometimes you got to remember that you have speed. But if you're not looking in the direction that you need to, you'll get to where you want to be, but your gun's not quite looking that way. Like here, we're going to turn, and then yeah, we're going to get a bounce there. But we're just going to take him out. We want to take this guy out. The Panzer IV-S is a great tank, so taking him out is an absolute must. And now I'm going to ignore the Cryos here, because I can see our guy, the SU, is going for the M6. So I'd rather just clear the lower hit point tanks first. And now I can actually, I don't want to come up against this Cryos, because I know he has 3,000 DPM. I know it's a crazy tank, so I just want to go around the corner, let my team help deal with him, and we've just dealt with him nice and easy. So we have got 2 kills, and yeah, I mean, not many Battle Pass tanks are great. There's only a few out there that are actually pretty good. There's only, I'd say, 1, maybe 2 that's OP with the Agent. I think is a much better VK20 801. And of course the Cryos. Those are the 2, for me, the 2 best Battle Pass tanks. The rest of them, like things like the Thunder, the Cromwell, the Explorer, I mean, there's no point playing. I don't think I've ever really played the Cromwell Explorer on my own account. If I have, it was only to try to get the ace, because there's no point, because I've got the Cromwell B and I've got the Cromwell. And the Explorer is nothing better than them, which is good, because the tech tree version is pretty much the same. So overall, it's an okay tank. That's at most. It's an okay tank at most, but I think it just needs better gun turret traverse, and give it more faster turret traverse. And I actually think the tank will be playable and quite good. But as it is at the moment, it's just an okay tank at best. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. The Battle Pass is finally back. Wargaming gave it a month off, and it's back, and it's all new and upgraded. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm Meadsy, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye.